Hello, guys. Very bad performance by Indian team today. The score is looking very bad today. Oh my goodness, another pathetic shot by Rishabh Pant. I don't understand what was he thinking going for a shot like that. Unbelievable shot. Okay. Wow. I hope the audio is fine. I hope. Yeah, the audio looks fine. Okay, fantastic. Let me share my screen so that you can also look. Okay, 3.5 hours to go. And good ball by Reading Smith. Sheldon Cottrell. The current required rate has already jumped to 8.5. Last 5 overs, the run rate has been pretty low. It will be very interesting to see how Venkatesh behaves in this innings right now. Okay, here comes Cottrell for another ball, third ball of the 17th over. Uh, Good shot to the slam and boundary by Surya. Surya is key here for India right now. थोड़ा अच्छा खेलते तो मजा आ जाए. अरे यार क्या ही घटिया शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं इन लोग यार. Oh, beautiful shot by Surya for the boundary. Fantastic shot by Surya. Some intent. And as I can see, oh, there's a huge hit by Surya Kumar Yadav coming in. Oh, Surya hitting to the location that he likes the most. Okay, interesting. Good shot. Stunning shot by Surya. 18 ओवर स्टार्ट हो गया है सिंगल रन कितना रन चाहिए अभी अपने को we need 18 runs in 17 balls so come very close. They shouldn't lose from this position now. Venkatesh seems to be a bit out of his depth, you know. Doesn't look like he's enjoying the cricket. Seems very nervous, like what Ishan did today. Surya seems to be very comfortable. Interesting. Oh, great shot by Surya for another single. So there are some young Indian fans on the ground today. Oi. Fantastic shot, but not enough power. If he had it hard enough, it would have gone for four also. Eden Garden is not that big a ground as well. It's a pretty poor shot. Whew. Good over. Seems like five runs in 6 runs in 5 balls. Surya striking at 192. And here comes fifth ball. Oh, miss it by Surya. Wanted to hit on the leg side, but leading outside edge towards the offside. Going to the world fielder. What is going on? Did the ball hit his helmet? Looks like the ball hit his helmet. No, it did not. Just brushed him. Fantastic shot, but it was a freebie and should have gone for a six. With that boundary, India need 9 runs in the last 2 overs. So very fantastic position for now. Pathetic ads on the outside thing is very bad. Kevin Allen starting with the 19th over. Surprising choice by the captain Pollard. Got short straight to the fielder. The lack of strike rotation had cost in West Indies. Another boundary by Yadav to four. So Yadav should be man of the match for this game. Very interesting. 18.3 over. Oh, what a beautiful shot by Suryakumar Yadav. Fantastic. KV Ahmed could do nothing but just smile on that. Fantastic. And just after the boundary, like a very decent team went on for a single. Looks like Venkateshwar is going for a six. Hello, Shankar sir. What do you think? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Huge shot, but just crossed, just cleared. And with that, India has finished the game. Hello, hello.
Yeah, Venkat.
So Venkateshwar closes the game by a huge six. India, though, won comfortably with an over to go, but they were in a bit of trouble in the middle overs when back-to-back wickets fall of Ishan Kishan, Kohli, and Pant.
Yeah.
Good camaraderie between Pollard and Surya. They were hugging after the game.
Right.
The Mumbai Indians lads enjoying together. But
But
Ishan Kishan
why?
looked completely out of sorts today.
Yeah, but why did Rishabh Pant come ahead of Sky? That's also an
I think
issue.
the India is clearly looking at Rishabh as number four. They have been
No,
consistently sending Rishabh at number 4.
no, no. They are sending him, but I think he's not doing good at number 4. See,
Yeah, that
uh,
is a thing.
Sky is in just too good form. So I think he is best suited for number 4, be it
True,
ODIs or
but
T20s.
Rohit doesn't work that way. Uh, Rohit always uh, gives a lot of clarity in terms of position. Like he said, players he wanted to give clarity to players regarding their positions also. What do you think about this? Rishabh threw his wicket away. There was no need for that
Yeah,
shot.
yeah,
It was not like the required rate was 12 when he had to go for a 6.
yeah. It was less than around less than 8 only, I suppose. Seven and a
Right.
half around. Yeah,
And the thing is, especially today's game, another wicket and we would have been trouble. This was the last batting pair. We had only 5 batsmen today.
yeah, yeah.
After
You
this, we
got
are looking
Harshal.
at
No,
Deepak
but you
Chahar.
have got Harshal Patel and Deepak Chahar.
Yeah, but I don't want to depend on them for India to win this game. So it becomes very important for batsmen to be a bit sensible. I understand if there is someone like Hardik Pandya or Ravi Jadeja coming in after Rishabh Pant, a few batsmen here and there, which will make more sense. Like if today, if there was a Ravi Jadeja instead of a Deepak Chahar, fair enough. I understand. Okay, if there are a couple more batsmen who are there who have proven themselves, or a Hardik Pandya coming in. But Venkatesh Iyer, young guy, who, to be honest, was not that comfortable today. Also, he seemed a bit
Yeah,
out of his depths again.
he's good in his. He's strong on the leg side, but offside shots are not that good. Anything
The
down his leg, down the
Very
legs,
true,
he's
very
doing
true.
well. Yeah,
The lack of skill between him and Surya was so evident, so
yeah,
much evident. Ishan Kishan was looking so uncomfortable. One of the worst performances of Ishan.
yeah.
He never looked settled. He was always playing catcher. I
And
remember
it
one
was
of the
not
statements,
even run a ball innings.
not even run a
30,
ball, na?
31 of 35, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And which is very bad when we're considering T20. He
Yeah,
scored 35 out of 42, strike rate at 83, out of
83
which,
out of 42, yeah. Strike
yeah,
rate of just 83. Yeah,
very, very poor. Only four fours. So he got 16 out of 4. So if you
yeah,
take that 16 out, we're looking at 19 runs. 19 runs in 38 balls.
yeah.
So, like, he's striking at 50 actually,
50%.
not even
50%.
18.
Yeah, yeah.
So, very poor considering. Now, given the scorecard, who do you think should be the man of the match?
Ravi Bishnoi.
Really? I thought
Yeah,
maybe. Uh, so, highest score in the match is by Nicholas Puran 61,
yeah,
whereas India's bowling, the best is Bishnoi, 4 overs, 17 runs, 2 wickets.
yeah, yeah.
Whereas even Rostin Chase have done 4 over 14 runs, 2 wickets. So he has done actually better than Bishnoi.
No,
Whereas a
but
19
usually
ball 40 by Rohit Sharma set the tone, and a 18 ball 34 by Surya Kumar Yadav set the tone for India also. He closed the game for India.
it's a batsman's game. I think they go to the batsman only for the man of the match. They hardly
So I
give the
think,
bowlers the credit.
yeah, but if I have to give a bowler credit, then won't a Rostin Chase be on a higher, even if from the losing side, he outperformed Bishnoi today.
He really bowled well, but usually they give to the winning team. So I suppose they might give to Ravi Bishnoi or maybe Rohit Sharma.
I think Rohit Sharma deserves.
Yeah,
He strike at what, 210?
yeah, 19 ball 40. Yeah,
Yeah,
210.
and he got 19 ball 40. Actually, 18 ball 40, 210.
Yeah,
He got out of the 19th one.
yeah.
So very clearly,
Actually, even in this match, today's match,
Hmm.
there was no sense sending Akil Hussain in front ahead of Pollard. I don't know what sort of
I think they were
ideas.
looking for a left-hander batsman against the spinners.
Yeah. Then you could have sent Fabian Allain, I suppose. He's a big
That
hitter
that
than
would have been a better option, definitely.
Akil Hussain. Akil Hussain is just 4 or 5 matches old, and because of that 45 runs he scored against England, probably that set the tone for Pollard to send him ahead of Fabian Allen. Fabian Allen
Makes
is a
sense.
decent bat actually. Yeah.
True, true, true. But I think they depend a lot on their hitting abilities. If you think about it, the cricket foot doesn't have the number of dots played by. Yeah. Okay. Let me. They have it here. Let me share my screen. What I wanted to show was this. Uh, Now check this out. Now Bhuvaneshwar bowled a 13 dot ball, 13, then 9, 22, 9, 31, 41, 43, 53, 60, 62 balls. So 10 overs of the game, West Indies had dots.
Not much, yeah.
Whereas if you see in Indian innings, 9, 5, 14 to 16 for 20, 20, 33, 35. So in 20 overs, they had 62. In 19 overs, India had 35.
Yeah.
I think this is where they lost the game. If you compare the total number of 4, 8, 3, 11 to 13, 14 fours, but India scored what? 4, 4, 8, 3, 11, 12, 13, 3, 16. So two boundaries extra. They hit 3, 4, 5. They hit what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
14 fours.
7 fours, 7 sixes. India hit less
Yeah,
sixes than them
14 fours.
actually.
7 sixes and 14 fours.
Yeah, like that is where they lost. So on in terms of boundary hitting, both teams were equal,
Equal, yeah, yeah.
and the game was also a 1 over gap only. To be honest, if it was a last over, India would have been under pressure.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like. The reason why West Indies lost is the poor rotation of strikes. I feel.
But
Even
I
today
don't think
also, yeah, they don't take
Roston.
singles.
No, Roston Chase. I don't think he's fit for number 4. He's a slow starter.
I think the best player in this team to be number 4 is Pollard only. I don't understand why he
Yeah.
demoted himself to number 7.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been higher than both Powell and Chase.
And they didn't give Romare Chabot that is a few balls to deliver his shots. Even Odion Smith
Hmm.
got just 4 balls to face. So that doesn't make sense. Sending Akil Hussain ahead of all rounders.
Now, if you consider Brandon King was very poor, even someone like this guy, what was his name? Roman Powell,
Yeah.
he not Powell, who hit that boundary? Uh, who was the first wicket of? Uh,
Mayers, Kyle Mayers.
no. Kyle Myers. Yeah, he hit a
Yeah.
boundary, and
Yeah.
immediately he went for a shot. There was no need for that.
Okay,
They
good.
are not batting sensibly. They should. They're not considering what are like. There's no clear target. Okay, we should target for these many runs in this over, and then maybe we should go for a shot. And if there is a boundary that has already come in the over, let's rotate strikes. So these type of tactics were not there. If you consider the overs, India also had some lean patches in between. Now, if you consider West Indies, they got first over 4 run, then 8, 6, 7, 10, 9. But during from 11 to 16, they had only what 3, 4, 3, 13, 2. So very poor runs at that time. And there was 12, 13, 14, 15. There was one wicket that fell in between. They
Yeah,
finished well because last 5 overs they scored 12, 17, 10, 12, 10. From 96 for 5, they finished at 157 for 7. So they
that's
finished
where
well.
Puran and Pollard were batting. Yeah,
Yeah, poor and Pollard were batting. They finished well. But on the other hand, India had a poor run from over, actually through power play itself. Sixth power, last over the power play, we got only one run. Then 5, 2, 8, 7, 9, 4. So it was pretty poor considering that. And after that, I think it went well. During that time, we lost wicket of Rohit Sharma only. But post power play, they were also very wary. Post that, I think India were very comfortable. Once Surya came in,
yeah,
the first over, next over immediately, India had only 6 runs. But after that, continuously 13, 10, and 13, and we closed the game.
yeah.
I still think instead of Ishan, Gaikwad is much better.
Yeah.
And
But
instead of an Iyer, a Surya is much better.
they must try Ruturaj Gaikwad in this series.
They definitely should try. The guy deserves. If not, the thing is, then he might be another Prithvi Shaw. I mean, I absolutely like that Rohit loves Ishan. Ishan is a fantastic player, but he seems to be. He looks so out of control. Not a single confident shot. But it feels bad also. I don't want Ishan to be out of the team by based on just a few games. He also needs a longer run to stamp his authority. Considering today's
Maybe.
performance, do you see any change in the playing 11 for the next game? I don't. Maybe Rohit will go with the same 11. Okay.
No, what I feel, Venkat, is one among Ishan Kishan and Rishabh Pant must play, and you open with Ruturaj. You can try that combination.
Then what about KL
See,
Rahul?
yeah, now that KL Rahul is not there in the squad, if KL comes, I think he'll open with
Rohit.
Rohit Sharma.
But India is also looking at KL as a middle order option. Na?
Middle order option, yeah. But
So in that case,
no, once KL comes, I think so he can take Venkatesh Iyer's place, and maybe you can
oh,
try a few sort of Suri Kumar Yadav.
but
That
isn't
could be.
Venkatesh Iyer in team in place of, I think, Hardik Pandya?
Yeah, Hardik Pandya.
Because there are three names who, once fit, will clearly walk in this team. The three
Yeah,
names are KL
Jadeja,
Rahul, Ravindra
Jadeja,
Jadeja, and Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya.
They are going to walk in.
Yeah.
Now, considering these three players come in, who will be leave out? The obvious choices are uh, Venkatesh Iyer. If Hardik Pandya starts to bowl, probably directly will come. Otherwise, maybe Venkatesh has a better chance because he bowls those. He gives the captain an extra
Yeah,
bowling option.
yeah,
But then,
he bowled 2 overs today, I suppose.
yeah, he bowled 2 overs today.
Yeah, one over for 4 runs.
Also, Jadeja will clearly come in place of, I think, a Deepak Chahar with Bumrah coming in, and Harshal Patel will go out when Bumrah comes in. Probably Shami will also play
No, but I
the
somehow
world.
feel they must play Harshal Patel because he's a wicket taker, I suppose, and he's good enough in the late order, I suppose. He can score some useful runs, eh, say 10, 15 runs,
But
quick
my,
runs. If
my
you,
point is,
yeah.
for that position, Ravi Jadeja will directly come into the squad.
No, Ravi Jadeja can come either for Rahul, sorry, Chahal or Bishnoi.
But we are talking about position also, na. When we are having a Deepak Chahar or a Harshal Patel in the squad, they are batting at 7 and 8. Now Jadeja is going to come at 7.
So,
But Chahal and Vishnu are number 8 and 9. In any case, one of them will go out and Bumrah is going to come in because of the spin option that Jadeja brings in. So that will be very interesting to see how the team balance changes
no,
once Jadeja, Pandya, and Iyer is fit, and even KO Rahul. There are so many options.
there is one more option, Venkat. You can keep with uh, KL Rahul, and if Pant is not doing good, you can try Ruturaj also.
At number 4 or 5
Not
years
number four.
as
Open
an
with
opener,
Ruturaj.
open with
Open with
Ruturaj and
Ruturaj.
KL at number 5. So you're
Yeah,
saying
KL at
Rohit,
number.
Rohit, Ratu at openers, Kohli,
Yeah,
one down Surya, or one down
so,
two down KL.
yeah.
Then you're going with Surya, Pandya, Jadeja.
Yeah.
Removing Pant would be a huge decision. There will be a lot of drama.
No, KL is a good replacement for him if he keep wickets.
Batting wise, but currently Pant has established himself as a better wicket keeper than KL Rahul. He
No,
does keep well.
if Pant is continuously not scoring, maybe they can try KL as a keeper.
Now, what would you consider Pant's batting today? The guy did what? He faced 8 balls, 8 runs,
8 balls. Yeah.
strike rate of 100. So he did do well. Nothing bad per se. Has poor shot selection. That's a different story. But he did well.
But often he gets out to such silly shots. That's what
Yeah.
in India quite often.
I mean, if I have Pandya and Jadeja lowered on the order, I'd like someone like a Rishabh Pant ahead of them who can take the game away from them very quickly. Today's game, it was a very stupid idea to play that shot.
Okay.
Another wicket in India could have been in trouble. But if he has some cushion after him, then definitely I definitely like Pant going for this aggressive shots. Oh, they have given it to Ravi Vishnoy. He got some award. I'm not sure if it's the man
So
of the match or
game changer of the match.
game changer award. Kamal ka moment of the match. He got
Mark,
2 wickets, right?
yeah.
But who is the man of the match? Then in that case, they are going for Rohit or Surya.
Maybe Rohit.
No, 40 runs. 40 runs at strike rate of 200. Definitely. I think they waited. They give this award first. Then that makes like they will give man of the match and they'll call the winning captain together.
Yeah.
Game changer. No, the game changer they gave it to Surya. So man of the match is Rohit then. They give Kamal ka moment to this guy, Bishnoi. Surya got game changer and Rohit probably man of the match. Okay, important question. Considering this game, do you see any changes in the playing 11 for the next?
No, I don't think so.
Playing same
Probably
playing
they
11, right?
probably they'll make some changes in the last match.
I doubt. Rohit also has a very MSS kind of approach. He might not.
Yeah. Maybe for the Sri Lankan series, they might try some new faces.
Actually, I like this approach. Give each player a series. So it
Yeah.
should not be like you got only one game a series and there was a gap. If Ishan got support in this, maybe Ritu gets 3 matches in the next one. That makes a lot sense rather than, and there is no KL in that also. Is KL there on the Sri Lankan series?
Don't think so.
Don't think so. So Ritu can have
Depends
that
upon his,
option.
depends upon his fitness. If
Yeah.
he passes fitness test, yeah.
KL is fit enough. What is his injury? What injury did he have?
Some hamstring pull.
No, that was Washington Sundar got hamstring pull. What KL Rahul got?
KL Rahul also, I think, hamstring.
I don't understand how are these batsmen getting hamstring injuries. Generally, it's fast
He-
bowler injury
well, even Rohit Sharma gets hamstring quite often.
because he's not fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy's fat like a vada pav. The guy needs to get fit. He scores, he runs. That's a different story. But he needs to get fit.
Same thing with Washington Sundar. He is becoming another
Washington Sundar,
Vijay Shankar, getting injured regularly.
Washington Sundar might have, in my opinion, might have played the last game of his career. Given the number of options Indian team is having right now, you can't afford to get injured so
Get
frequently.
injured. Yeah, yeah, that's it. It will be difficult for him to come back if he gets injured regularly.
And there are players who will start like I can see Shreyas Iyer starting to bowl more consistently just to have that extra skill in his pocket, to be a selection factor. Like today, we are saying ki no, we need a top order batsman because just because Shreyas Iyer starts bowling in say KKR also tomorrow, I think it will be a fantastic addition to his repertoire. Suddenly, we'll be looking at we got a bowling option in Shreyas Iyer. He should play. The captain gets another option. Suddenly, Surya will be out of the question there.
Yeah, yeah. But even Surya bowls leg spin, I think. He bowls for Mumbai in the domestic matches, and he's bowled regularly also, is Surya Kumar.
But in international or even for Mumbai Indians, he never has bowled regularly. Rohit should start
No,
definitely bowling. Rohit has
even,
fantastic
even
skill as a bowler.
even if you bowl 2 overs, it's more than enough.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Say
more than
2 overs,
enough.
2 overs for 10 or 15 or even 15 runs, I feel it's okay.
Something
In a
like
T20.
what a Sehwag or a Yuvraj or a Raina used to provide to MS.
No, Raina used to give you wickets also.
And see, wickets and Raina used to, and see, all these three, Sehwag, Yuvraj, Raina used to get wickets because they were unable to hit the main bowlers. So the batsmen used to go after these bowlers and they used to get hit.
Yeah, 6 overs. In fact, Raina used to even bowl his full quota 4 overs for CSK and even for
Yeah,
India.
yeah. Full quota very rarely, but he did bowl full quota. That is also there. What is our captain saying? Let's look at what Rohit is saying. So Pollard said, Rohit says, it did get tricky, should have finished that up early. We wanted to be a bit clinical at the end. We were trying to do stuff in the middle, but it didn't work out. But happy with the win. Now, what is he meaning by this middle? He's talking about the middle of the innings or the middle order.
Probably the middle
He
order.
says, I think the middle order. Vishnu is a very talented guy. He's saying that some different in him. He can bowl anywhere from power play to the back end. That's true. He has an option of bowling from over 1 to over 16 anytime.
Yeah.
Pollard also said good game of cricket. Getting down to the 19th over was good part on the bowlers. Very true.
And he,
West Indies
yeah,
bowlers pulled it back.
someone like Shreyas Iyer is sitting out very hard on him, not making it to the playing level.
No, but who will you take out? Shreyas
Yeah,
Iyer is
that's right.
batting at number 4, and today with how Surya Kumar also batted, it will be very difficult for him to come in.
No, but one thing is for sure. Surya Kumar is your ODI and T20 player. That's for sure. You must play him in the playing level.
So Shreyas Iyer is also not that young. The guy is already 29, 2029. If we don't give him chance now, suddenly it'll be like, we need to give chance to youth. In that direction, it will go.
But one thing, Venkat, the run rate at which Sky scores in T20 is always above, say, 125, 130. Even today,
That
if
is
you
very
see,
true.
he
He went
has
to
scored.
200 today.
Yeah, at least his strike rate is above 130. That's for sure. The match
But
is
I'll tell you
played so.
something. If you think about it, by the time Dhoni was 30, the guy had played consistently for at least 20, 30 games, ODIs and T20s. Now, this luxury, mm, after Dhoni or say a Virat Kohli and a Rohit Sharma, I don't see happening with a lot of Indian players, especially batsmen. Which batsman is consistently getting now these options?
Vishnu is the man of the match, SMS.
Oh, they're giving it to
Vishnu.
Bishnoi. Fantastic.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think it is just a thing to give it to him. A young guy, first debut, getting man of the match. It will be something.
But four
Fantastic,
hours
yeah.
of 4 hours of Vishnu was just too good.
Very too good, too good. Clearly. And 2 for 17 on his international debut. Fantastic.
Yeah, in that 17, I think so 4 or 5 runs were of wides. Yeah,
How many did let me check. Let me check how many words did he give?
yeah,
Uh,
five, five. Around five, I
no,
think. Six,
six
yeah,
wides. So he gave only 11 runs, and out of that 11, only one was wide. So in his
yeah,
4 overs, 24 balls, he scored 17 dots. Now that is something.
that is good.
3 overs of
Four,
dot, unbelievable.
yeah. On your debut.
Yeah, on your debut. Cool then. So with that, we'll wrap up. We already reached 40 minutes.
Yeah,
So,
Venkat, yeah.
so let's guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll come back on second T20 after the match. Post match review will do. Okay then.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
okay.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Thank you, Shankar sir.
Okay.